So, General Donovan, I would like to ask you, have you ever received an illegal order?
No, Senator.
And you're a pretty high-speed Marine, as I understand it. You've been out on the front a lot in your lifetime. So from the time you were Lieutenant Donovan to the time now where you've got 3 stars and you're about to add a 4th, no one has ever given you an illegal order.
No, Senator.
This video captures a critical moment where political authority meets direct scrutiny. What you're watching is not just a conversation, it's a test of leadership, responsibility, and transparency under pressure. As the discussion unfolds, key figures are pressed on decisions that carry real consequences. The questions are pointed, the responses are carefully chosen, and the tension reveals how power is defended, challenged, and sometimes redirected when accountability is demanded in public. Listen closely to the exchanges. Some answers aim to clarify, others aim to control the narrative. The contrast between what's asked and what's answered tells its own story. This video gives you a front-row seat to how political discourse actually works behind the headlines, where stakes are high and words are weighed carefully. By the end, you'll have more than opinions. You'll have insight into how these decisions are framed, justified, and explained to the public. Let's break it down.
I apologize, I had to step out for a few other commitments, and I can't get back and be here for fewer than 2 minutes without hearing the Democrats talk about illegal orders, which has been much in the news as of late. So I asked General Gio, Northcom Commander. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, but that's the Arkansas pronunciation, whatever it is. If in his vast and storied career he had ever received an illegal order, and he said no. So, General Donovan, I would like to ask you, have you ever received an illegal order?
No, Senator.
And you're a pretty high-speed Marine, as I understand it. You've been out on the front a lot in your lifetime. So from the time you were Lieutenant Donovan to the time now where you've got 3 stars and you're about to add a 4th, no one has ever given you an illegal order.
No, Senator.
General Rudd, you're a pretty high-speed soldier. I see a lot of impressive badges on your uniform. I think it's Jump Master, Military Freefall Jump Master, more commonly known as Halo. I think I even see Scuba, very rare in the Army. A Ranger Tab, a Combat Infantryman badge. In all of your vast military experience, have you ever received an illegal order?
No, Senator.
Not even from Lieutenant Rudd as a quartermaster, all the way up to 3-star general, and now about to be 4-star general. No one's ever given you an illegal order.
No, Senator.
Well, it seems to me that our military does a very good job of training our troops from the time they enlist as privates or the time they commission as lieutenants, all the way up to your level and to the commander-in-chief, not to issue illegal orders. Or, especially at your level, when you have lawyers hanging around you all the time, to seek their counsel, as anyone would. I bet, as some of the politicians on this dais understandably seek legal counsel in affairs related to their job. So I'm glad to hear from so many of our military's senior leaders that our military has done such a good job of ensuring that our troops don't receive an illegal order.
This video documents a tense and revealing political discussion where power, policy, and accountability are put under the microscope. From the very beginning, the tone is clear. This is not a friendly exchange, but a serious examination of decisions that carry real consequences. Throughout the discussion, key figures are pressed on their actions, their statements, and the impact of the policies they support. Questions are direct, often uncomfortable, and designed to force clarity. In response, we see a familiar pattern emerge: carefully chosen words, strategic framing, and moments where answers shift away from the core issue. At the same time, the conversation isn't one-sided. There are challenges, interruptions, and pushback that expose the underlying tension in the room. These moments reveal how political authority operates when it's under pressure, balancing transparency with self-protection and explanation with deflection. What stands out most is not a single statement, but the contrast between what is being asked and what is actually being answered. Some responses aim to justify past decisions. Others attempt to broaden responsibility or redirect focus. Together, they paint a clear picture of how high-stakes political conversations are managed in public view. By the end of the video, one thing becomes obvious. This isn't just about policy, it's about trust. Trust in leadership, trust in institutions, and trust in the process itself. The discussion leaves viewers with important questions about accountability and the role of public scrutiny in shaping outcomes. This video doesn't tell you what to think, but it gives you the information, the context, and the moments that matter so you can decide for yourself.